Hello everyone. As I promised myself, I am keeping up with my exercising. It is... Sorry, I just had to salute that magpie. And that one. But I know I'm sorry too for Joy, but the fact that the two weren't together, they were completely separate, I feel like I need to salute them separately. I think it's... I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't even tell you what the time is. I reckon it's probably 8:15ish, 8:30ish. So I wanted to get out while it is still pretty cool. And this is another grave. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm at the graveyard again. This one, I will confirm, but I think he was the first British soldier to be killed in Normandy. I will just confirm that. But as I said, I do like to have a look round at the graves and find out what I can about them. So, yes. Heat-wise, it's been really hot again. A couple of weeks ago, I work in a school, and a couple of weeks ago, the temperature inside the classroom I work in reached 31.7. What can I say? Picture this. 30 children. 30 hot, sweaty children rammed in a classroom where the windows can only crack open slightly because of health and safety. It was hot. They wheeled in a portable aircon machine. The whole purpose, as you well know, of an aircon machine is that you close all windows and doors and it cools the room. Well, we had to have a window open because the pipe that leads from said portable aircon machine has to trail out the window. So several adults walked into my class, opened the door, walked in and just stood there saying, "Phew, that's hot. I think maybe it is better if you actually leave the classroom door open." So it was, as you can imagine, it was trying to catch water in a sieve. It was useless. Oh, it's just another... do you remember me saying that we just have military graves randomly dotted around? See, we have 3 here, and then one over here. I'm not walking very fast. I'm going to have to pick up a bit of speed in a minute, or I'm going to be defeating the object. Another one there, bless him. So, as I said, it wasn't pleasant. And then, just going to get back on the path. Hang on a minute. Sorry, excuse me. So, because they have... all graves don't have not all graves have markers. I do know that you're supposed to walk in straight lines behind or follow the thingy, but sometimes I do worry that I'm walking on someone. Oh yeah, and remember that I said in the Garden of Remembrance they had just a headstone of someone who is buried here somewhere, but they're not sure. And then, oh God, put my teeth on it. And then Friday was not yesterday, the Friday before was our sports day. So, straight after registration, we went onto the school field where they did their running races. So that finished about 11:15. Back into class for an hour to cool down. And then in the afternoon they did up on the playground where it's slightly shaded, and in the 2 school halls they did the other sports day sort of activities. But then I've had memories coming up on Facebook of like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago. And at this time of the year, it's hit numbers like these temperatures. So people sort of say, oh no, it's a heat wave. What? It's like summer. We've had these temperatures before. But if anybody like me, I think because I'm getting older, it's affecting me more. It's certainly slowed me down a lot more than I can remember. But I believe temperatures are dropping this weekend. So hopefully my last few days at work, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be a lot cooler than it was. I'm sure I was going to say something else back there. I've totally forgotten what it was. Now I've just noticed a great big box up there on that tree. So I'm going to walk around and have a look. Don't want to keep going on and on, but my feet have been absolute agony still. You apparently have to avoid red foods if you've got gout. So, what happens in this hot weather? Sorry, just saluting another magpie. What happens in this hot weather? I live on salads, tomatoes, red peppers, radishes, and fruit, raspberries, strawberries. You cannot win. You cannot win. I'm just walking round now to where I saw that box thing. They have a coffee morning in the church Saturday mornings, because when I do visit the churchyard, I do also like to go in. I'm never in there with anybody else normally. It's normally always empty in the church. And I think it's just nice to sit and have a few words with the Lord. But they will probably, I know it might be too early for them to be sitting up. It might not even be open. I don't want to go and poke around until I know for a fact that it hasn't got anybody in there. Where did I say I saw that box? It's like it's some sort of owl box or something. It looks too big to be a bat box. So, getting in my steps, I'm going to have to do another lap. Now I know that is a bird box. Okay, I know that. I know what a bird box, and another bird box. Where did I see? Anywho, I'm going to get my steps in. I had one of those moments last week. I don't know if you've ever had one where you've been eating salad for a week, back out on your little walks. I do a little bit of a dance workout indoors on YouTube. So all that's been going on for like a week. Certainly the eating of the salad has anyway. And I have really tried and am cutting down my just general portion sizes. But I had one of those moments when I was walking down the corridor at work, just wearing the clothes I normally wear to work. And someone was walking towards me. I said, "Oh, wow, you're looking very trim." And it was one of those, yeah, well, you know, I'm eating salad. That's what's done it, clearly. Clearly knocked off 2 stone by eating salad for a week. But, obviously not, but I think it's all just because I have cut down portion sizes. When I'm watching TV in the evening and I fancy a bar of chocolate, I don't always go and get one now. Oh, there's that box, look, it's huge. Any idea, anyone? Is that an owl box? Now you look, you see there's, sorry, I'm just going off course. Sorry. This is a sad area because this is lots of little baby graves. You see, here's one here with the railings around it. And a lot of people say, oh, that's because to protect them from vampires or something. It's not. I can't remember what it was for now. Because that one hasn't got a bit on the top. Normally the ones that have got like covered on the top as well, it's to stop grave robbers from back in the day. See, this is my problem. Not only have I gone off track from the path, I've gone off track in my mind. So I'm convinced that even psychologically it sort of gives you the inspiration to carry on. Just the fact that someone has noticed you're looking trim. They didn't say, oh wow, how long have you been a size 10 for? But I think it's encouraging to keep on with the portion sizes and the salads, you know. And the same as with the keeping up with the exercising. Because it's been so hot, I really have not done that or any of my workout because it has been too hot. And then I thought, well, okay, so you can use that as an excuse now, but what about on the mornings like this when it's not boiling hot and there's a lovely breeze?